Today we talk to Daniel Otton from the award-winning company Buttercross Estates. It's all about birds today, our little feathered friends.
I'm Daniel from Buttercross Estates here in Newark.
Daniel, good morning. Thank you very much for allowing me to interview you this morning. Now, we're down here for a specific reason, yeah, and we'll get to that reason in a moment. But before we jump in, let's talk about Buttercross Estates, yeah? Give us a bit of background to the company.
Yeah, so we've been here in Newark for about 8 years now. We let and manage and now also sell property here. We're based here at Newark Beacon, just outside the town centre. We used to be down on Middlegate, near your Fuji shop. And yeah, we moved up here just 3 years ago with a serviced office. So we provide like high quality lettings and management. And 2 years ago we ventured into sales. We saw a bit of a gap in the market in terms of agents leaving the area and things changing. So yeah, we've been doing that now. So using all the fancy technology and videos and Matterport, as we've discussed, and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's going.
What do you think's going to be happening for the future for you?
For us,
yeah,
I suppose kind of continued expansion really on that side. Things get busier. The market's changed a little bit the last few months with interest rates rising and
right.
Like changing in terms of the speed of the market, but that's settling down now, and people are a bit more confident in purchasing property, and on the letting side, it's still a very good investment to do, a very tangible asset,
right.
Despite all the government changes.
I can imagine. Hey, I need to ask you a question. Technology. Are you using any form of AR and all this type of stuff? VR?
Not yet, no. We did look into some VR in terms of when you have an empty house, kind of trying to picture furniture in the property, and actually there's a couple of like quite cool apps that you can kind of drop furniture in and see what it would be like and the size and stuff. So we looked at that, but it's quite fast paced, our market. We use a lot of technology in terms of the virtual tours of Matterport and the videos that we do, and even kind of like virtual staging, editing photos that way. But there'll be a time where you can sit at home, put your headset on, and do a walk around, I'm sure, that way, and you will probably end up doing virtual viewing.
Well, I mean, it's there already. I mean, like you say, it's just being able to load that information up into the system. To create it, isn't it?
Yeah, the Matterport tours that we do are incredible, and it's not as good as being there, but it's the second best thing, really.
I mean, I had a look at the system, and it is incredible.
Really incredible.
I think the one thing that I'm very impressed with is, like you say, when you get that 3D floor plan. Yeah. And you're like, where are we going with this? See, back in the old days, I'm talking about the 90s, we used to use a program called Director, and we would be able to plot the hotspots where you'd click on it and then it would just open up, into that area. But now, like you say, you're doing the walkthroughs and everything else. It's amazing.
And you can measure it off the Matterport tour.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's mad.
Crazy.
Yeah, it blows my mind. But it's great, and I think that all adds to the experience and helps us kind of stand out to doing something different to
right.
consumer.
No, I get it. Right, okay, so let's get to the issue. Yeah, you've kindly donated 10 bird feeders to some local schools. Yeah. Why did you get involved with that little initiative?
Well, I saw it on Newark TV. I saw the promotion about kind of what they were doing, checked out the Facebook page, and I thought it was great, providing the bird feeders handmade locally by local people. During lockdown, like everyone, we were going for walks and ended up, feeding birds and this, that, and the other. So I think it's great, and maybe it's just getting old, but you appreciate kind of nature a little bit more. And I think the initiative, the Little Robin's doing with providing bird feeders to local schools and actually introducing children who may not be too aware of kind of what nature is on their doorstep. I think it's great, and if we can help kind of promote that, then I'd be glad to. So as long as we get one here at Newark Beacon, just to enjoy as well. So.
I'm pretty sure we can get you one. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting the way that it came around. There's only a few people over the age of 70, and I found out about them, and it really was. Well, what are you going to do? And they said, well, we want to give back. We love birds.
Yeah.
And we just want to make bird feeders. So I mean, it's like they've already got 5 designs, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? How is it? Well, you're making little bird tables? They were like, no, we want to do something totally different.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, all right. So I mean, they've done their market research, but you've got one at 75 and a couple at 78. It's just the fact that they're keeping going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And coming up with an initiative that's really, if we can get most of the companies locally on board, every little primary school and nursery, they'll have a bird feeder.
Yeah, and I think they should. Again, it's educational, it's interesting. It's connecting kids with nature, which is great.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of the tick sheets to kind of see what
yeah, that's right. They're providing that.
Okay.
It's either going to be in a PDF format that the company can apply or the school can apply for, but there'll also be a sheet in there folded, that they can photocopy then, and then the kids can get to it.
Yeah, and the fact that sustainable is good, and I think it's a great initiative. So we're really pleased to kind of help and look forward to seeing them being spread around some of the local schools.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. Now, here's one for you. I'm going to throw this open. Are you ready? Do you fancy designing a little bird feeder? And then we'll have a Buttercross Estate feeder that we can put out there.
We could do some houses, perhaps. Bird houses.
We'll have a look. We need to make them a bit different.
Them.
Yeah. Because what they try and do is they don't want to be the norm, apparently.
Yeah.
So they're looking at recyclable and natural products. I mean, that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
So they're at 70 plus. They're thinking about the planet, which is fantastic. What we need to be able to do is feed that right back to our little seedlings, the primary schools and everything else, and try and get that embedded, and help them out.
Yeah. So how can more people help like us?
Who's interviewing who here? Hey, no, great. No, well, I mean, what we're going to do is, they'll be able to get the information off Newark TV, but if they go to the Little Robin Facebook page, they'll be doing that. But I'll be showing that at the end of this anyway, in case anyone's actually interested. But thank you very much for the prompt. That was like, oh yeah, all right, yeah.
No, it was really good. I'm looking forward to seeing them up and just getting the feedback from the schools, because again, I think it's great what they're doing and what you're doing, and
great.
I'm glad to be part of it.
All right, Daniel, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Steve.
Have a good day.
Cheers.
So if you'd like to get involved with the initiative, follow the instructions on the screen.